Hello, people. Welcome to Mystical Wisdom 444. I'm here again for another message the day before the new moon. Amen. Or the full moon, I want to say. But let's get right into the message. Uh, Disclaimer for entertainment purposes. But I want to say this because the Spirit gave it to me before I came on. That's why I paused for a minute. He said that people are going to try to get you to change your mind on something either you doing or something your ancestor or your ancestors, more than one, asking you and I to do. But they saying be patient. So I heard that with one of my uncles. He said that yesterday, like, be patient. So yes, be patient. Okay, but he said that this why the simplicity came out. That makes sense. Okay, so if you find the feathers or coming across totem animals or any coins or things like that, God is saying pay attention. Or synchronicities and numbers like 333, 444, 555, 777, 999, 888, 666. Pay attention. Look those numbers up, but pay attention. Because God is protecting you and your ancestors right now, as well as people on the physical plane. So if you find the feathers like I have been the last couple weeks, that's why. Okay, because it's very symbolic to the simplicity of you being patient and just continue on your path, because it's bringing you and I to a new beginning, that is going to bring fulfillment in your family, your career, your love life, your friendships, because people have been doing different things to stop these things from the chosen ones experiencing this, but we're going to experience it anyway. And that's why I'm doing this message. And so the new beginnings are here. Amen. So do not allow anyone to direct you off your path. Stay on your path, okay? Because here's the amethyst crystal for your knowledge, your wisdom, your enlightenment is being enhanced in this hour. In this moment as well, before the moon come in this evening. So please be mindful to pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay close attention to your intuition. Do not doubt it. Whatever it tells you to begin with, that is what that is. That's your inner GPS system from the Lord and the ancestors to connect directly with you and I. Amen. So please pay attention, because it's a lot of wonderful things coming when I see this word wonders, but a lot of enlightenment, a lot of truth, hidden truth, family secrets, inheritance, secret love affairs, secret babies, and just everything regarding around you and I that has been hidden. Amen. And it's going to bring this success. And the reason it's bringing the success is because, once the truth is revealed, you are at peace. Amen. So when success is in the arena, you know that all is well with the Lord and your ancestors. So they telling you right now, as you prepare for your rituals tonight and tomorrow and throughout the rest of this week and weekend, just be mindful to always go within first, because that's what brings us to this success, is when we do the inner work. Amen. The outer work is not as hard as the inner work, but I feel the inner work is more necessity as well as the outer work, but the inner work is more necessity because we have to know how certain things make us feel and how we respond from there. Amen. So God is letting you know you and I finna have success in all areas of our life, because again, what I said earlier, enlightenment. Things are being enlightened to you and I, because it's time. Look at that. Look how it's sailing off into the sunset, into the sky. It's because God is taking us higher in our spiritual walk, in our relationships, in our careers, in every endeavor we going into. And this is why we need the enlightenment. We need the truth. You see, when you're dealing with a lie, you will see a premature death, physically or spiritually. And when you enlighten, you know the truth. So you's a truth seeker like you and I. So we seek to know the truth because that brings the clarity we need to bring us over here to the abundance in every area of our life. We got this card the other day when I did the reading. So that's why I'm saying all these cards keep reappearing, because God is bringing abundance in your mind, abundance in your heart, abundance in your soul, abundance in your relationships, abundance in your money, abundance in your words, abundance in your talk, abundance in your walk, abundance in everything you do. You literally are you and I are thriving. Even if you haven't yet, you are getting ready to. Believe me, trust me. You're getting ready to thrive, okay? Because you've been doing the work, you and I. And so this brings us over to the purity, right? Because we being purified from the divine. You see the two color eyes, the green and the purple, that's very significant. You may have a cat, a dog, or even a wild animal you possess that has something color duration when it comes to the eyes. So if your pet turn color, eyes turn colors, that's letting you know that it's some things going on, but pay close attention to that so you can be aware, because you want to keep everything cleansed. And during this time, please do your cleansings in your inner temple and your outer temple, as well as your home, your cars, your vehicles, your clothes, everything. Okay, because that is very important right now, because as I said, they sending a lot of death magic, money blockages, all type of stuff, baby. We just got to stay purified. Amen. So, because this bringing us over to courage, okay? Because the courage is we know the truth now. Now we can move forward. Now we don't have to look back. Now we don't have to, why this, why that. Because guess what? It's bringing us to freedom. We ain't got time for all that. Like I said the other day, this card came up. It's freedom time, man. We ain't got time for all that. So that's why you releasing people, places, and things. When it don't vibrate, you gotta let it go. Because you going into power. You see, and when you releasing something, it's not a fit for where you're going, And so, to walk in that kind of power, again, you got to be enlightened, but you also got to be free. You see, free as an eagle, as a bird. You got to be literally free. Mind, body, heart, soul, spirit. You got to be free. And that's why you got the card purity, because all this links into what I'm saying. Like, you literally have to do the work so you can get the perk, because that's how you're going to get the perk. You got to release the emotions, you got to release the thoughts, you got to release the habit, you got to release the person, you got to release, you do get what I'm saying. So sometimes people want the power, but they don't release, and God is not taking baggage when you're going into power, because he placing you in power, in a position of power, to be in enlightenment and to help other people. But you can't do that effectively and correctly if you're not pure, if you're not in purity, if you don't have courage, if you're not free, walking in freedom to release what no longer serves you, to obtain this power. Because that power, you already know in the beginning of the decks, gonna bring you success. But it's your courage of having the tenacity and the audacity to sometimes walk away from things that just ain't gonna go where you're going. And God bless them, but it is what it is. So God wants y'all to know tonight, do your cleansings and purify your space, your cars, your vehicles, definitely stay enlightened, and definitely keep your amethyst near under your pillow, on you, however you want to do it. It's up to you. Me personally, I would, keep it very close nearby. Amen. Because it's a lot about to be revealed, and you have to be able to process things when you get this enlightenment, because it's bringing you and I the freedom we've been praying for. That's why we releasing what no longer serves, because we positioning ourselves right now as I speak it into the existence. We're walking into the power that God has possessed within me and you before the beginning of time when we were created. Amen. So we are going to do what we were called to do. Amen. And this power is to help humanity, ourselves, and others. Amen. Who are coming after us. Amen. And they need to know how to do it properly and correctly. So we don't have no more hiccups we having right now. Amen. Thank y'all for tuning in to Mystical Wisdom 444. Like and subscribe. I love you over here, and I give you a lot of gems and diamonds to help you along your path and your journey. Just be mindful, like I said, follow your intuition. Be thoughtful of others. Be kind. And just continue to be enlightened. Let me say this, and I'm gonna wrap it up. When you're getting ready to, before you go to sleep at night, make sure you say a prayer before you close your, completely, just go into the sleep mode. Make sure when you're journaling, make sure you're calling back your energy. Make sure you're releasing what no longer serves you, and being more in detail and depth with the spirit and your ancestors. Giving you examples, telling them why you want it released, and asking them to assist you to release it. Okay, because that is what's gonna bring the manifestation of the purity, the clarity, the solid foundation that you and I have worked so hard to obtain. Amen. So I thank you all again for tuning in to Mystical Wisdom 444. Be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, beautiful Tuesday evening, and enjoy your day. And just, continue to meditate, continue to ground, continue to relax. Amen. Because this part is where the turbulence is settling down. Now we finna ease on. We about to coast on in. Straight to the milk and honey, the land of milk and honey for you and I. Amen. Y'all have a beautiful day now. Bye.